Hey everybody, how are you? Look, it never fails, man. My hair is always sticking. Well, in my defense, I've been out repotting flowers, so but my hair is always sticking up. Plus, I just got it cut and it's very short. Hope you're all doing okay. Haven't been on for a while. I have been busy, busy, busy. Our freezer went out, so we ordered a new freezer, and for 5 years, I have been wanting to carpet 27 feet of our garage. So I found a 6-foot wide roll, and you could cut off any length you want, you know, at Home Depot. And so they sent me 30 feet of it. And so we have a sink out there and a cabinet where we keep cleaning supplies, and we have a second refrigerator and a freezer. So, but the thing is, at one end of the garage, it goes out to the backyard, and the dog comes in and out of there. And so I've always had rugs down there because I don't want her to drag dirt in. Rugs really help with that, but the rugs were always scattered all over the place, and my husband was always kicking them around. So I carpeted it by myself. It looks really good. But so the freezer came last week, and immediately I noticed it has a dent in it. So, well, our freezer was on the fritz, so they let us keep that one just in case we needed it, because ours is still working, but just in case, you know. So the new freezer is coming on Friday now, and then I'll be able to finish the rest of my carpeting job. I'll show you what I'm talking about so that you have some kind of idea. I took pictures. Okay. See, that's the door to the outside. And that's like a sink where I, do the dog clean up dishes and stuff like that. And that goes into the house. Well, there's a cabinet there, a refrigerator, and then a freezer past that. So I had to cut all around this stuff. So it was a big job, took me all day. It was so nice to have a clean garage. I mean, I cleaned everything out of that garage. And my car's still outside. So anyway, my little cats have been wanting to go out on this deck. And the deck doesn't have any kind of railing around it because we're going to make a sunroom out there. So I thought, well, why don't I put screen around it? Because it's got posts, it just doesn't have any handrail or anything. Why don't I screen it just around the bottom and they won't be able to get out? Well, my husband said, well, I have 30 feet of chain link fence. That's that black vinyl fence that he put around our yard. So he put that around my deck, and it's like perfect. My cat is so happy. He gets to go out there. He loves it out there. Now the little one's afraid, but whatever. So, and I have, God, my friend called me the other day, and well, first of all, how to get a new piece of gum. Okay, so look at this. That is a heart monitor. And it is because I have a little bit of trouble. Sometimes when I go up and down the stairs, I get a little lightheaded, and I can hear my heartbeat in my ears, and I'm a little out of breath. I think it's mitral valve prolapse because I've been diagnosed with that before. But anyway, I got to wear this for a month. 2 weeks. And so after I left the hospital or the doctor's office the other day, I stopped by my friend's house, and she was getting ready to go to the Indy 500 with her husband, and but I sat in her. He was still in bed, but and she was sick. But anyway, we sat there in her kitchen and had some water and talked maybe for 20 minutes. I hugged her. The next day, she called me from Indianapolis. Oh, I'm so sick. She has COVID, and he has COVID. And I'm like, oh, great. And she called me yesterday and said, if you have not had your 4th booster, go get it. So I did that today. And while I was over at CVS, I went to Lowe's and bought a whole bunch of new plants and got those all in pots until I ran out of potting soil. But the whole time I've been listening to the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, jury deliberation, play by play. Apparently they had one question and nobody knows when they're coming out, and they sent out for lunch. They have a whole list of questions they have to answer. So I would predict it's going to be probably at least 2 whole days of deliberation. But you never know. I didn't remember this, but did you know that OJ trial was, the jury took 2 hours to deliberate that trial? Isn't that unbelievable? 2 hours. And they came out and said he was not guilty. What a creep. Anyway, I also have thought about maybe talking to you guys about different pendulums. I don't know if you guys know how to use these, or if you've ever used them, or if you like to use. I've used them for years. And so I think what I'm going to do, not in this video, I might use it in this video, but I think I'm going to have a little video just on using the pendulum. I have several. You can use a pendulum to answer yes or no questions. You can use a pendulum to find lost objects. The thing about the pendulum is that you have to be in the right frame of mind, just like with cards, because what happens with the pendulum and the cards is it's a reflection of your subconscious mind. Okay, you can hold the pendulum, and you don't have to move it. Your mind moves it. It's crazy, I know, right? But it is a reflection of your subconscious mind, and as much as you try not to move it, I don't know. Not quite sure everything about how it works, but I do know that it does work, and I think they're cool. So we'll do a video on that at some point. But today I want to read again on Johnny Depp, and then, okay, the shooting thing in Texas. When I haven't read on that because I'm still so pissed about it. I just threw out a bunch of, stuff on Facebook, in my friends and stuff, and I was just so angry, about all the thoughts and prayers and all that bullshit, basically, is what it is. Hey, you can pray. Prayers are great, whatever, but you keep hearing the same old thing after every shooting. Thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers, and nobody does anything about anything. And then they go to an NRA meeting. This time, for some reason, like that David Hogg said, it feels a little bit different. So I don't know if this is going to be the final catalyst to make people change their minds. Also, I'd like to think about Beto O'Rourke, whom I really admire. But first, let's read on the jury in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard Rider-Waite Deck trial. No matter what happens, I think that she is history. I don't think people are going to want to hire her whether she wins this or not. She is a bitch. You don't hit people. And the things that hey bird, don't do that. Silly cat. I want you to go away right now. Go on out, out. Go on, out. So, for forgot what I was talking about. And here she is back again. Amber Heard. Jury trial. I just don't think I think she's done. And no wonder she wants $100 million, because she knows she's going to need it. Then she can go buy an island and retire and never come back. I don't think people are going to want to work with her. I don't know why Jason Momoa was so adamant that she retain her role as Mira, if in case it is a fact that Amber was responsible or partly responsible for his marriage to Lisa Bonet ending. I don't know. That's just hearsay. I mean, rumor, okay? I don't think that, you know, he may not play Captain Jack Sparrow again. He may not work for Disney again, but Johnny Depp isn't going anywhere. He might not get the roles that he got before. He might go behind the scenes and work as producer, director, that kind of thing, but he's not done. Too many people love him, and too many people believe him. But right now we're reading on the jury. What is the jury thinking? Spirit, can you tell us what the jury's thinking? Overall, let's see what's going on in that jury room. Why do they only have 7 jurors? Never heard of that. I've never heard of that. It's always been 12. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, and I don't spend that much time in court, if any. And when I do, I don't want to be there. The only time I've ever spent any time in court was when I was arguing with my ex-husband. Of course, you know, when you have a child, it makes everything uglier. So, Spirit, can you tell us about this? What's the jury doing? And I want to tell you something else, okay? You look at Amber Heard, and this is something I know about narcissists since I was married to one, and I had a boyfriend who was a narcissist also. I learned my lesson. One way that you can tell if somebody is a narcissist is if they have lifelong friends. Are their childhood friends still in their life? Because if not, they've ended that relationship somehow. Are they still in with their family? I guess sometimes you can't get rid of family, especially if you're like those two and you have a lot of money. But, you know, Amber's, like her friend Rocky, is her ex-friend. They had an agent who is their ex, and they're no longer friends. Johnny has friends he's had his whole life. People who are narcissists don't retain their friendships over life. They use those people up and then they throw them away. That's what narcissists do. So, who's the real narcissist in this relationship? Well, you know what? When you're a big-time movie star like Johnny Depp, I'm sure there are times when you have the big head, but that doesn't mean that you use people like a narcissist does. Just because you're a big-time movie star doesn't make you a narcissist. But it seems like the arrow points in that direction for Amber. Hey, he played with Jeff Beck in England over the weekend. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Got a standing ovation. Spirit, can you tell us what's going on in the jury room? Jury deliberation. What's going on in the jury? What's the jury? All right, well, let's look. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so a minute. Judgment is upside down. Knight of Swords, upside down. The Moon is upside down. Seven of Cups is upside down. The Fool is above. Six of Cups in the near future. Unconscious thoughts. Three of Wands. Reversed. Everything's reversed. Queen of Swords reversed in the conscious thoughts. They probably think that she's a bitch too. Hopes and fears. King of Cups. And final outcome is the two. Oh God, I hope it's not a hung jury. Is the Two of Pentacles. They're weighing the money, maybe. Well, Judgment reversed. It's like an error in Judgment. Crossed by the Knight of Swords. This is like a violent, cruel, deliberately cruel person. And the Moon is the basis of the reading. That is secrets. Seven of Cups reversed. This is in the past, okay, rearview mirror, clarity. The illusion ends, and I think they see clearly what has happened. And now the crowning card is a new venture, a new adventure, fresh hope, new paths, new beginnings. But in the near future, it's looking back, and this is looking back. You know, it's nostalgia, and it's like looking back in the past at your memories. It could also be a meeting. Okay, the unconscious thoughts of the jury are the Three of Wands reversed. So this is to be aware or beware of help or treachery, or there may be disappointment. The conscious thoughts, Queen of Swords reversed. So this looks like to me that they are going to deliberately and logically figure this out, but it's not necessarily the sort of truth here, because it's reversed. This is right side up, this is reversed. This can be dishonesty. And with the King of Cups in the hopes and fears, and this is tolerance and empathy, and you know, a friendly, creative, generous guy. With the Two of Pentacles being, this is the investment, new income. It's twos are always weighing, you know, weighing possibilities, harmony, agility. Look at the rolling seas in the background. So the seas aren't smooth. I'm not really figuring it out exactly what this tells me. Except somehow there might be an error in judgment. As far as I'm concerned, that can go either way, or it could generate an appeal. So that's the Pentacle. I mean the Pendulum. Show me a yes answer. Can you show me a no answer? Am I ready? Pendulum doesn't look like it really wants to, like it's in the mood. We're ready. Okay, let's see here. Pendulum, can you tell us, is the jury going to find for Johnny Depp? Is the jury going to rule in favor of Amber Heard? I'm going to try a different pendulum. I haven't used these for a while. A yes answer for me has always been in a circle, a counterclockwise circle. Spirit, can you show me a no answer? And the no answer is always the back and forth. Then I always ask my pendulum 3 questions before I start. Can I have a clockwise motion? May I? Am I ready? Yes. You have to kind of put yourself in the mind of, you have to ask the universe, can I? May I? Am I ready? Spirit, can you tell us, is the jury going to rule in favor of Johnny Depp? It's not doing anything. Sometimes it's still a secret. Is the spirit going to rule in favor of Amber Heard? Spirit, can you tell me, is the jury going to rule in favor of Johnny Depp? There's a little weak circle there. So that's like yes, but he might not get any money. That's like, they could say, okay, Johnny, you win $1. They could actually really literally do that. They're going to be the ones to decide the punitive damages. Punitive meaning punishable damages. So, oh God, I'm already 22 minutes. I know what I was talking about a while ago was that shooting in Texas. Anyway, I was so angry. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. We need to take these freaking AR-15s off the streets. The only thing different about this is this wasn't a white guy. He was a Latino guy. That's the only thing different about this one. He was still a whack job who had been posting his guns online for, and calling people, sending texts to people. And the cops in that situation totally dropped the ball. I'm so proud of Beto, though, going into that Republican meeting with Abbott there, and they're trying to throw him out, but the cops won't put their hands on him. That's saying something, can you imagine what would have happened if those cops would have grabbed Beto O'Rourke and threw him out the door? Imagine what happened then. That would not have gone down well. So, anyway, I'm going to have to cut this short right now, but I am going to put together a video with using the pendulum, and something I've been taking, writing notes on, and not really a little class, but kind of a little class, kind of a little instruction video, if you will. I have a couple good books on it, but and I don't know why I've really been thinking about the pendulum lately. But whenever I do it, I try to quiet my mind and ask those 3 questions. And you can use anything. You can use a necklace. You can use anything on a string. I mean, this one, see, this one is a wooden one. I don't know why this Chanel number 5 thing is in there, but it's in my bag. I don't know. See, this one is just a piece of, I don't know, mahogany or something. And then this one, I think this one is a good one for finding things. And then I think this one is made out of hematite, maybe. I can't remember. I've had these so long. And this one, it looks like tiger eye and crystal. Maybe a piece of citron on top. And then I've got, okay, now this is an example of how you can make one. Okay, a long, long time ago, my boyfriend at the time gave me this, and I need to cut that off, but I made this little chain to put it on out of just beads I had laying around the house, you know. And you can hold them short or long, you know, you can hold it here. And that boyfriend died. He was my friend for 40 years, and he died about 11 years ago. Heart attack. His wife called me late one night, and it was his number. I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And she said, "Barbie." I said, "Oh no." She said, "I'm so sorry to tell you this, but..." And then, you know, here's another little crystal prism thing. And then I have this one too, but I dropped it and broke the tip off of it. I don't think that would really matter, but I think it would unbalance it. I'm pretty sure it would make it not work right. So anyway, that's that, and I'm going to be working up a little video, and I'll be back. Let's see, what day is this? This is Tuesday. I can probably be back later this week. I have some appointments to keep and everything, but I'm glad to have been able to come on to see you, and just sitting here working around my house, but waiting to find out what's going to happen, because, man, I really don't want to see Johnny Depp go down. You know, he was born in a town, he was born in Owensboro, Kentucky. That's where my mom's from, where my grandparents lived. I spent a lot of time in Owensboro, but, I mean, my mom was like, "Well, I don't know." And, you know, I said, "Mom, he's an Owensboro boy." And she said, "Oh," like that makes all the difference in the world. I'm sure there are people that hit their wives in Owensboro. So anyway, I just don't think he did. Peace, love, see ya, bye. Where did I turn this off at? I forget.